1, 2, 3.
Farmers' associations were the building blocks of PHBM's development strategy in southern Madagascar. The project aimed to give farmers the knowledge and resources to improve production, and they empowered the farmers to enter the market in a stronger position. During PHBM phases 1 and 2, 125 farmers' organisations were established. Phase 2 of the project was started in 2002. It particularly encouraged more grassroots group-based initiatives.
Le gouvernement et le bailleur de fonds se sont entendus pour poursuivre le projet en une phase 2 qui a connu une extension non seulement géographique mais également thématique.
The funding focus was in local funding initiatives and so-called mini-projects. Market gardening on small irrigated plots accounted for more than half of the requests for financial and technical support within the mini-project framework, accounting for 401 of the 679 mini-projects funded. And these benefited 7,650 people, of whom 4,270 were women. PHBM researchers concluded that onions and garlic would be suitable crops to develop in the area. These crops were traditionally the domain of women, grown on small subsistence plots, and were known to grow well in the area. And the irrigation to feed them was now available, thanks to the work carried out during phase 1 of the project. They could be grown at a time the paddy fields were not being used for rice cultivation. And last but not least, they could be stored for a reasonable amount of time. Whereas low-season growing was not really practiced in the past, it has become part and parcel of the farming year. Subsistence farmers have been persuaded to grow on a larger scale, and with the consequent success, farmers have become more ambitious. Now they have started commercialising market garden produce from across the region.
Ka le tongolo amizao dia tena niakatra vokatra izy amizao fotoana izao. Ka raha fa vokatra izy dia tsy maintsy misy zany fanangonana azy. Ary dia nangataka toerana zahay tragno zany mba hanangonana an'ireny vokatra tongolo regny ka nananganana komity izay hikarakara lalam-bokatra ho an'le mpamboly.
And they've created growers' unions to better target the market. Importantly, the booming mining industry around the southern port of Fort Dauphin is now supplying strong local demand and has become a guaranteed potential for income. PHBM has provided farmers with support in 4 main ways: by intensifying and strengthening producer groups through training on production techniques, including simple irrigation and low-cost equipment and material, by supplying quality seeds and manure, by identifying market niches and possible adaptations in terms of agricultural calendar and quality of produce, and finally by commercialisation. Within 3 years of the start of Phase 2, average incomes in the Upper Manduray River Basin area were up by an average of 74%, and inhabitants were putting that money to good use. They were overwhelmingly choosing to pay for health and education where they could, or needed to. This success also encouraged farmers to invest in tools, equipment, processing, seeds, and maintenance work for further growth. And the PHBM needed to ensure there was access to the necessary capital for this, via a suitable and credible credit and savings structure. The local economy was not monetised. It was instead based on a more traditional currency, the zebu. The zebu represent wealth and prestige for the people of southern Madagascar. Indeed, any surplus income after harvest was always immediately invested in more heads of cattle, and these were only ever sold in times of great need. PHBM teamed up with the Microfinance and Rural Credit Organisation, IFAD, to establish and grow a new institution, which was officially founded in 2004. It's a mutual insurance organisation called Mutuelle de Mandré. By 2005, 9 branches, known as FIVOI, had been established in 9 of the 11 communes involved in the PHBM. Within less than 2 years, the network had over 4,800 members. Hand in hand with the banking system goes a form of warehouse receipt system. The farmers need collateral to be able to take out a loan, and the main thing they have is rice and onions. PHBM equipped each branch with a safe. Together with the bank, they also established storage facilities, often by renovating old administration buildings, for which sacks and weighing machines were also purchased. A farmer can deposit his produce in these warehouses, upon which he's given a receipt, which can be used to obtain up to 75% of the value of his stock in the warehouse. This is not just a means of accessing credit, but also a form of investment. Stored surplus produce means the producer is no longer prey to low-paying buyers at the time of harvest. He can wait until market demand rises and sell then at a higher price.
Raha talohan'ny fisian'ny tetika Samandrare dia agny amin'ny 90 sy 70 ny kapakabary teto sy voro. Ka amin'izao fotoana zao noho ny fisian'ny fiaraha-miasa amin'ny banky sy ny habesan'ny collecteur zay niresahako teo dia tafakatra agny amin'ny 300 ariary zany ny vidy vokatra. Dikan'izay mahazo tombosoa zany reo tatsako vokatra.
Storage and warehousing bolstered the farmer's position, and processing facilities helped to add value, while marketing initiatives completed the linking of the smallholder farmer to his local market and eventually further afield. At its close in 2008, IFAD's final evaluation found that PHBM supported 1,130 mini-projects in the fields of agriculture, livestock and the environment, through funding local initiatives, and that these had definitely contributed to higher and more secure incomes and greater food security.